yet. It's spinning. It's spinning. It says I'm alive. Hi there. It's it's me. It's MA. I've never pressed this button before, and I just wanted to see what would happen. So I don't think anybody's going to join. My disheveled house is behind me. My ailing cat is behind me. Um, it's Friday here in the US, approaching 6 o'clock. And in the northeastern United States, we're experiencing some pretty intense bad air coming down from Canada. And I'm here with my curtains drawn to keep the smoke out. The air quality index is about 150 here, and good is 30. And right now it's classified as unhealthy. And my neighbor's out there mowing his lawn, so I hope I don't have to go scoop his body up later. So I don't really have anything to talk about. I just have never clicked the button before and wanted to see what would happen. The only thing I was thinking about, I did a VR. I think the most recent video I put up was a VR to Ramon with his one card, and I've been thinking a lot about the 5 of Pentacles because this is a card that's difficult to me, and I had mentioned, um, that I struggle with it and that I had spent some time thinking about happy things about or can you see it? Yeah, happy-ish things about it. And I just thought I'd try to think about some of those out loud. One of the things over time that's come up for me is thinking about the role of the snow here. Hey, hi Ramon. I'm just talking about your tag. I'm talking about the 5 of Pentacles. So if you want to pop anything in the chat that you've actually found as a positive with this card, I was just mentioning how like the snow for me, I know like we look at these people and they're all wrapped up and it looks like they're struggling. But over time, when I think of the snow, I think of the Wizard of Oz, and I think of Hi Robin. I think of Dorothy when the poppies have put her to sleep, and the Good Witch sends the snow, and it wakes her back up. So it's almost like, hey, witchy wallflower, yeah, it's almost like this refreshing thing. It's almost like there's a wake up call going on. And Giselle, oh my goodness, oh no, oh God, I hope I don't mess this up because I've never done this before. Yeah, so I think, "Hey, Emma, hey. Hey, Simon." Yeah, so when we have these difficult cards that we've all been talking about, I'm curious, like, what positive things people have found, because for me, the snow, I've definitely turned into, like, a positive thing with that Wizard of Oz association and the refreshing, and the wake up, and also, I think another thing that comes up a lot is the bell. Boo, Richard Boo Gladstone. Yeah, the bell and how, that's a sign sometimes of, for lepers and kind of is put there as maybe as a warning to other people to stay away from them, but I think that's another thing I've been thinking about as, like, kind of the wake-up call, like, they're hearing something else. They have this opportunity to stop here at a place that's not so welcoming, and, there's something that's keeping them going. So, yeah, that's about it. How's everybody doing? Let's see, Giselle's exhausted. Simon's ready to go to bed. I don't know, I don't really have anything else to say. I just wanted to see what would happen when I press the button. Um, didn't think anything would find it. Anybody got any tarot stuff going on? Get any new decks? I'm not getting new decks right now, so I'm extra boring. Oh, Simon's just finished a 14-hour workday. Yeah, I had a work from home day, um, which was kind of nice. Had I have 2 sick cats right now, and one of them had a sickness episode in my bed at 1:30 AM, which resulted in me having to remove all the sheets and blankets in the middle of the night, so, yeah, that's about it. Anybody got any tarot stuff on your mind? Feel free to pop it in the chat. Otherwise, I'm probably gonna end this pretty quick because I really came on with no topic as an experiment, and it's so nice to see. And here comes Beth, and here oh, yeah, okay. Yes. It wasn't a very good night's sleep to start with, Robin, and, the cat first there's the sound, the cat makes the noise, and then the materials kind of erupted, so, yeah, that's about all that's going on. As you can see, the cord behind me, if you can see, I'm preparing to vacuum, and that's what I've got. That's what I've got going on. Yeah, alright. If anybody else wants to pop anything else in the chat that they have been able to find as a happy. Yeah, Robin said so always trying to spin the 5 of coins with the help behind the window. Yeah, and I think that's interesting because there is so many ways to read this, right? There is help that maybe they're not able to recognize, or maybe there's help that's being presented, but it's not necessarily welcoming to everyone. So yeah, there is like the presence of aid for either those that can see it or access it. So yeah, totally, Robin. Yeah. Tarot of the Witch's Garden, anyone? Is that something you just got, Beth? Ah, and Simon just got it too. Okay. Yeah, I haven't been on YouTube as much because I haven't been watching deck walkthroughs. Hey, Robin. Yeah, I haven't been watching I haven't been watching deck walkthroughs to try to save me from temptation. So, I'll have to come check out one of your walkthroughs. The lights are on, come in from the cold. Yeah, the lights are on, come in from the cold, from Richard. Yeah. Lights on, come on in. Yeah, Sleepy Hollow. Oh, hi. Hi, Sleepy Hollow Tarot, my neighbor. I forgot your first name, but I know we're neighbors. Yeah, to say you're better off on the outside. And, that is a part of it for me too. Not necessarily better off, but also kind of having the courage to decide whether or not the the help that you being offered is coming from a place you want to receive it from, or that you want to pay the cost of. So I totally get that. Yeah. Oh, Giselle, I need to stop watching walkthroughs too. I know. But Giselle's been making lots of videos, not only walkthroughs, and been having a lot of fun in the kitchen. So I've been enjoying watching those. Shine Shining 5 of coins can perhaps mean sticking together with people who have similar challenges because you're not alone despite how others may make you feel. Yeah, I like that because, that makes me think about these two people too. Like maybe they didn't know each other earlier in the day. Maybe they kind of met each other on the path. So yeah, that's a really cool perspective. Thanks for mentioning that. Yeah. Does the church window represent help or hope? Good question. Yeah. Oh, Giselle, you know what? I don't know if I can do a kitchen video. I guess I was gonna say if I have no shame or because I have no shame, maybe I will. My kitchen is quite can be quite disheveled and it's a very small space, but you might get nauseous if I make a kitchen video, either from the shaky camera or my bad skills, but maybe I'll do it. Yeah. Sleepy Hollow Tarot hasn't bought a deck in 6 months either and no videos. Yeah, that's okay. Yep. It's it takes a lot of time to pay attention to what decks are coming on and off the market. You know, and that sometimes is time that we can decide to spend other ways. Yeah. Simon says, as someone who loved an organized religion, sadly, I didn't see it either as help or hope, but that's my crap. That's my crap too, Simon, in a different way from you. But I've been um, trying to get myself when this card comes up, not to only have the option of falling into the abyss because I don't like to stay too one-sided with any of the difficult cards. Yeah. Giselle. Beth, I have some decks on pre-order, but I feel good about my library right now. Yeah, I do too. I actually just I went through and I wasn't really planning on shrinking my collection, but I have an acquaintance who lives in the Midwest and has built this fabulous, community. She built something called the Pink Room. She has a tarot vending machine. She gives readings. She has, hosts queer proms and does all these things. And I had like 6 mass market decks I haven't really been using, and I just thought I'd ask, "Hey, would you like these?" So I'm gonna ship 6 off, just because I feel at this point if I'm not using them and don't plan to use them, eh, maybe they maybe they can have a good home. Ooh, Beth has decks on pre-order. Yes, I already said that, right? And you took some Cornell courses instead for work and all good. Yeah. Ramon said seeing the snow is an element of extra difficulty and being uncomfortably outside. And one of them has trouble walking, and it adds to the tone of burden. Yeah, 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 definitely to all of that. That's for sure. Yeah, it's funny with you feel guilty with new decks still in boxes. Yeah, I haven't gotten quite to the point of guilt, but you know what I did notice when I was putting those 5 or 6 mass market decks in a box, and I know we've had so many conversations lately about mass market and indie and deck cost, and this is just me because I had the privilege to be able to do this, I guess, but during lockdown, some of the decks that I brought in that were mass market and inexpensive were really impulse the places where I had impulse buys that I put no thought into, that was like, "Oh, well, this is marked down at $12 on Amazon, so I'd better get it," and those are the ones that I never really connected with, whereas some decks I have that I waited longer and agonized over whether or not to spend the money, um, my decision was clearer by the time I bought them, so oh, and Beth is saying, thinking about Pixie and her converting to the Catholic religion and that viewpoint. Yeah, I'm not familiar with that. That's really interesting. I'll have to read some more about that. Tarot Jackpot, I'm sorry I don't remember your first name, but also has gotten rid of a bunch of decks and ended up keeping most of their mass market. Yeah, I kept a good number of mass market too. It's just that I did notice I had some that, I wasn't touching them. And the fact that someone painted a room hot pink and filled it with beanbag chairs where they hand out tarot cards to people seemed like a beautiful home for some decks to end up that I know I would have not really gotten anything back, or it would have been a lot of work to try to sell them. So that's about it. Yeah. Well, this is a short one. Like I said, it was just a click the button and see what happens experiment in my disheveled state. So thanks to everybody who hopped on. I do hope at some point if I get better at this, I can like have live humans next to me and have some discussions. So this kind of broke the seal on terror. Oh, and Beth has ordered The Raven's Dream. Ooh, breach of contract. That sounds exciting. Oh boy. All right. Enjoy your weekend, everybody. Maybe I'll see you in some of the comment sections on your videos. I know. I'm sorry, Ramon. It was just like a weird experiment. I didn't expect anyone to see it. Okay. I got to go vacuum. Take care, everybody. And if you're in the US or especially Canada where the fires are happening, please be safe and take care of yourself. Bye.